So this is the beginning of part four. I have been uploading all day. I've uploaded 3 videos, and I don't know if this one will get uploaded today. But anyway, so what you're looking at is the foam. Now, this is layers. These two I found, and then these two I found. I found these on the side of the road, and I washed them. And this one I found at a thrift store, and I've layered them to get the thickness that I need. Now, it is wide enough. It's actually a little too wide, but I'd rather have more than have less. And then I have to trim this. So it is actually where it needs to be. I just have to I'm going to just trim it a little bit to make it straighter. But I don't want to trim too much, and it looks like it's actually just not even aligned. So I'm going to make sure I align it, then do a light trim. Now, it is too long. And when I put it in the chair, it's too tall, so all that actually hangs off. So I'm going to end up trimming that too. So the fact that it's cut like that is okay. I'm not ready for this part because this thing is really thick. So I may end up taking off one. I may not. I don't know. But right now what I'm going to do is straighten it, trim, do it slowly, a little bit at a time, back up, think, and repeat because I will jack something up. So I will be right back. Okay. Excuse the background. This is the extra pieces of all the material that I'm using. My water box I just emptied out. The plastic my chair was sitting on, trash, and my trusty ruler. Where's my scissors? I'll be back. So this part I went ahead and sped up. So all I did was just trim it and make it look even as possible. At least I thought I sped it up. It looked like it was moving slow. But anyway, so yeah, so I was making sure everything was lined up and it wasn't like a big uneven issue. One was way bigger than the other one. So it was not perfect, but it was okay because no one's going to see it. But I wanted to make sure I didn't cut off too much. I'd rather have more than less, like I mentioned earlier. And I wanted to make sure that they were all kind of lined up. Like I said, I wasn't looking for perfection, but I wanted to at least have some type of, I don't know what the word is I want to say, but you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm seeing and what I'm saying. So all I did was just trim here to kind of line things up the best way I could, and to get rid of all the extra stuff because it was a lot, and you will see when I have to stick it down the chair how much it was. But I prefer it to be like that versus having a little, because trying to scramble when you have cut too much of something and there's only a little bit left and you got to put pieces together, that's not fun. And so here you see, being that it was so long and then the chair is too tall, I went ahead and cut off some, and I still had a few inches I could have cut, but like I said, I'd rather not, because you don't want to have a little, you want to have a lot. So that's what I'm doing here. That thing was a trip to cut, but I got it. All right, y'all. So here I am working the foam. So this is the part where I'm making sure that there is more than enough foam, making sure the width is okay, the height is okay, it fits, it's not too much, it's not too less. Like, I'm really thinking as I'm doing this because, I am definitely good for not rushing through things and not paying attention. So you can pretty much see what I'm trying to do. Y'all listen, I was thinking so hard. I never would have thought about doing this right here. But I was so ready for y'all to see what I was doing. And I was determined to put that cushion in that chair and make it make sense. And I kept noticing it wasn't making any sense. And why would you be trying to put a cushion in to make sure it works for the chair when the cushion ain't even on the chair right? Like, it's wrong altogether. But when I put the cushion and push it up front, it left a gap in the back. So that kind of helped me know that that thickness was okay. So after I got my scruples together, I just wanted to make sure I was not missing anything. So this time I did put the cushion in the chair correctly. Y'all don't know how I'm gonna cover that cushion. That's gonna be that's just gonna, I don't know. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. That's it. So, and the good thing about this cushion was I didn't even realize this until I started with the first one. This right now, I chopped it up. So you'll watch me put on the fourth piece. And I was thinking that it was a little too thick, so I took one of the foam pieces off to try it out. And even before I did what I'm about to do, I, I keep trying to put that foam in that chair wrong. Like, and I'm wondering why it's not fitting. Hello, hello. God, yeah. Listen, it's late. I was having a slow moment, and they come more and more. And when I did this, I could tell I had to lean back a little more. So I was like, nah, we need that other piece. So as you can see, I went ahead and put the other piece on, and I'm going to show you how well those pieces fit into the chair. Check this out. So what you see me doing with this is what I did with the rest of them. I can just poke it in the chair. I was like, oh my gosh. And it was still enough space. It was tight. And it was still enough space. And it started to buckle, which let me know it was really wide. But like I said, I prefer to have more versus less. And I went ahead and did what I did to the other ones, chop off the excess pieces while I was on the chair. So, yeah, the more I did this, I was trying to think of everything possible, hoping that I didn't mess up. But, we're going to keep going and we're going to see. So, I'm poking and making sure there's enough to the bottom. It was just falling all into place. I was like, oh. And it scares me when things go smooth. Because when it goes smooth, it's like, I'm sure I'm missing something, but I don't know. That's just me. So, you see how well that goes into the chair? That was amazing. That's why I say when things go smooth, it kind of scares me. So that's it. That is it. So, I put the cushion on this time correctly, and it did fit back there really nice. So I went ahead and sat down, and you about to see my, I like it face. That's it. That's that face. So we good. I kept noticing there was still a gap in the back, so I'm going to try to figure out that, if I remember before I put the foam on. And as I kept playing with this foam, I was just constantly thinking about when I have to put this burlap on and what I have to do. And then I started thinking about those freaking nails. And I was like, not nails. They're not nails. If I say nails, I mean staples. Work with me. I don't know why I keep saying nails. I do have to get some upholstery nail, thumbtacks, or whatever you want to call them. But here I was looking and thinking, and I started to worry because I already was having the issues. And then I was like, I don't know how this is going to work out. I don't know what's going to happen here. So, of course, when my mind started going, so does my feet. And I don't know where I went. Oh, I went to get the burlap. And y'all, let me tell y'all something. When I said I started stressing, it started getting hot. I started sweating. And all before I was cool, calm, and collective. I ain't had no issues. All of a sudden, things just changed. So here I am trying to figure out how I'm going to start this, how it's going to work, what it's going to look like. And I just had to come chit chat with you guys because I don't know. My only fear is once I staple the burlap down, like on whatever side, and then I staple the bottom, because I'm going to have to staple, step back, stretch, look, and repeat. And then when it gets to the point to where this burlap has to kind of hold this foam like in place, I don't know if those um, staples are going to hold it. Like, I'm afraid it's not, but it may. So I'm like, right now. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm sweating. And I'm already at 16 minutes, but I'm going to cut this down anyway. So, I don't know. I'm going to step back, breathe, and come back. And I don't know if I'm going to finish today, which is Saturday, or tomorrow, which is Sunday. So I'll come back on and let you guys know I am sweating. And the air is on. Like, I'm really like, this is like an intense moment. Okay. I'll be back. All right. So I put the foam down to go ahead and do what I have to do. But I have a knee that's having an issue. There's something going on in this knee, and I could not really get comfortable. I was thinking about this chair, thinking about how I was going to do what I was going to do, and making sure the staples land where they need to land, and if it's going to work out, if it's not going to work out, will it hold? Like, my mind was going through so many things, trying to make sure that I did this correctly. So I went for what I knew, and I just went for it. A couple of times the staple did not stay because I was actually stapling in areas where there were no woods. So it had nothing to hold on to. So I know I had to push in. Like when I staple, I had to put like my body weight into it. So as you can see, I was on the road. I put enough staples. I left a gap, but I'm starting to wonder if I should have just like went ham on the staples. You know? For some reason, this came to mind, getting a piece of like a strip of material and just put that down and staple it on the burlap. Like put it on top of the burlap, staple it, hold it down. I don't know what made that come to mind. Um, I mean, I guess because the burlap, it starts to unravel once you cut it. I don't know. We'll see. But that's kind of like why I folded it in, so I could have some type of thickness and whatever else. So here you see me putting the foam. I did the other side completely. So here you see me putting in the foam, so I can go ahead and get them secured. I didn't think y'all want me to talk through this. So that's why I'm so quiet. But I mean, it's still self-explanatory. I thought at one point in time I sped something up, but I guess this wasn't it. I should have sped this part up. Like, y'all don't need to see, after seeing one or two of them, you don't need to see the third and fourth one. I would figure I would have speed this up, but I did not for whatever odd reason. I'm trying to think of anything else I need to tell you guys while I was doing this. I don't think so. I should have edited this part out. But anyway, I didn't. I'm at 19 minutes. I don't know. Because if I go back and edit this, I got to edit some other stuff. And I just don't feel like it. I almost want to say I thought I cut this part out. Because see, I don't like showing stuff like this. Because once I've done it once or twice, like I said earlier, you kind of get the gist of what I'm doing. Maybe I forgot to cut it up. Cut some of it off. Y'all, it is late right now. It is extremely late, I think. And I am yawning. Forgive me. I'm yawning on a voiceover. And I've been up since 5 o'clock. I have church in the morning. Well, while this is happening, let me tell you this. So I did go in my room and take everything out of the closet. I even took stuff out of my bedroom closet that I no longer want in there and brought it in that room. And I took stuff out of the closet, and as I was taking stuff out of my closet, not my bedroom closet, the other closet, the room I'm supposed to be in today, I saw things I'm going to donate. So I do have one donate box that got some stuff in there already in there. I got one in the hallway empty, waiting to be loaded up. So everything's in the middle of the floor. So still getting rid of stuff. Still got projects on the bookshelf to do. So this right here is just me showing y'all what it looks like with the foam in it. And I'm about to take that burlappy and I'm about to cover that bad boy up. And in my mind, I'm hoping that it comes out right and it looks right. Yeah, I got to excuse me because I try so hard not to put my butt in the camera. Because I don't like it for me. And then I shape like a hot mess anyway. So yeah, so what I started doing here was just taking my hand and just pushing it down and stapling it. Like you'll see me rubber cross it and staple, rubber cross it and staple it. Just because I didn't want no wrinkles. I didn't want it to be like slanted and me not paying attention to it. Cause I don't know what I'm doing. I'm tell you, I'm gonna probably say that 10.5 bazillion times. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sure a professional is like, oh my gosh. Our first time it would be like, oh okay. A professional would be like, oh gosh. So yeah. And when you staple, you got to put your whole body in. I mean, like you need a lot. So that was me feeling to make sure that I was stapling into wood because there was certain section where I was bypassing the wood and the staple was just being stapled into nothing. So I'm done and I am cutting off the excess. And I always try to make sure I don't cut off too close to certain things. Like if I cut too close to those staples, well, the burlap is going to unravel and you know what's going to happen. So yeah, I may have to do a little bit of an inspection on the burlap on this chair, especially on this part, and just go in and staple some more with the staple gun. But I have some excess I need to definitely remove, but you got to be careful with that. And this is me taking care of the part. I did not secure the bottom part. That's gonna be different because I need that bottom part to slide my material in and out, but at the same time, I probably still should secure it, but we will see. So what I'm about to do here is just go ahead and staple this down, get it done. I like the fact that this chair is the way it is in the back because you see how you can just lean it. Man, rolling this doggone chair was sweet. And I just kept rolling it. I don't think I'm going to leave this chair in my kitchen. I think what I'm going to do is actually put it in my living room tonight. I don't know. But yeah, maneuvering this chair and getting this part done was pretty much easy. And it's self-explanatory. You see what I'm doing. And I'm done. And I'm showing you what the final results is looking like. This is what it looking like. This is what it looking like. It looked pretty good to me, but I have a fear because I know what's going on with this chair in and out. I know what I've been going through. I know that it may not work out. Should I paint that wood, or should I just rough it up, or just sand it, or put some stain on it? I don't know. I need to make up my mind before I put the freaking material on there, and then I'm not done because I gotta do those arms. You see those holes under those arms? You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute because I'm gonna actually stop pointing, sticking my hand through things. I should just leave it like that. It look good. Yeah, you see what I'm grabbing? I keep trying to adjust it so you guys can see. So yeah, I gotta do those arms. And that's in part 5. That part right there I gotta do. That's in part 5. So it's coming soon. Just give me time. Thanks for watching. Bye.